Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Lomiko Metals YouTube channel. We are once again here with Paul. We're going to be diving into the Q1 plans for Lomiko Metals. But first off, Paul, how are you? And did you get into any of the crazy short squeezing that's been going on lately?
Well, I caught a bit of it. We certainly been following a couple stories, but it's just like playing with fire out there. So we like the slow and steady route, and we're developing our project. And so you don't want to get too into that trading thing. It can be a nightmare sometimes too on the downside.
Yeah, I always try to remember that it's a zero-sum game. There are winners and losers, and other people have been playing the game a lot longer than I have.
Yeah, but yeah, it did bring a lot of people in interest level way up, and that's important. I think this is a way that we can really get a number of people who haven't really been participating in this wealth creation industry to participate, and I think that's a good thing. You're going to learn and get your PhD. You're going to spend about 100 grand on it if you don't do it right. But if you learn well enough and take it easy, and there's always another bus. I keep telling people, don't jump on a bus when it's going a million miles an hour. There's
Yeah,
always another bus.
that's really good advice, man. There's always going to be another one. Don't jump in when it's already up 300%, guys.
Yeah.
So then, getting down to business. So Q1 is already well underway. 2021 is luckily getting smaller and smaller in the rearview mirror. So let's start with what has Lomiko accomplished so far in 2021?
Yeah, we've really hit the ground running, and we had a really good fall of 2020 when we received 750,000 in the cash in the bank, and then another 980 at the end of December. And we certainly had that period of time in December in which the stock really rose precipitously. Just at the end of December, the volumes went up, and then it really took off in January. And then we were able to close another 250, and then another $1 million at a higher price of 7.5. Now we're trading at about 11, 12, and so we're settling in at this level, and we're just making sure that everything is in the bank, and we're getting lots of warrant exercises, which is great, and that catches us up to move along. And we've ended up being able to put our 100% payment down, and so now we've got 100% of the property, and we're ready to do a PEA, and we're cashed up to do it. It's perfect.
Wonderful. Would you say people are finally starting to pay attention to graphite as much as they should, or we still have a ways to go for that?
Oh, they're paying attention now. People realize that this is electric vehicle boom is real, and electric vehicle revolution is here. And so in order to make it a reality in the next 15, 20 years and supply all of these new companies that are coming out, like GM and Ford and other ones that are trying to compete with Tesla and keep their market share, they're going to need a ton of new battery materials that haven't been available in the last little while. So graphite is scheduled to go up, say, 9 times, lithium 10 times, nickel 14 times. I mean, these numbers are crazy. That means that the demand going up means the prices have to go up.
Yeah, but see, these are definitely the materials of the future, and graphite's going to be a huge backbone to it, the growing graphene industry, and yeah, the electric vehicles,
Exactly.
pretty much everything of the futures. Graphite's going to be very important. We'll just leave it there. So then, what else is planned for Q1 of 2021? And of course, these are forward-looking statements. They're not guarantees, just not guarantees of future results, just anticipations and estimates.
Yeah, we've already announced that we've engaged SGS International Labs to do a test of our graphite coming out of the ground and the ability to convert it into flake graphite concentrate. And so that's going on right now. We should get results on that fairly soon. And we've also had an RFP, a request for proposal, out on preliminary economic assessment, and we should get that sewn up and assign the task to an engineering group fairly quick. So very big news on the outlet. And then certainly there's been a lot of action on graphite in general. So we have a few tricks up our sleeve after that as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. It sounds like some good teasers for people. Is there anything else you want to offer people before we sign off today about 2021?
No, I think this is the year that people really notice this particular industry. I think that's the main thing you have to see, and get in on a number of these companies. I'm not necessarily saying just Lomiko, but there's other ones as well that can bring a lot of wealth creation to your portfolio. And once you're in, you're able to cycle and trade and support. We're looking long term. We're a long term play. We certainly didn't work for 6 years on this project to just end up at 12.5 cents. So we think we've got a long ways to go, and hopefully the value will be created. The end of the PEA, we're hoping to get a report sometime in the summer of this year. We hope to achieve a valuation that's much higher than we are now.
Yep. I think that's important for everyone to keep in mind. Just because you hit 12 cents doesn't mean you're popping open the champagne and kicking up your feet. Still a lot of hard work to do, still a long road ahead, and you're on track. All right, Paul, thank you so much for joining. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't be afraid to leave a comment below, join the Telegram, and subscribe. Thank you for your time, Paul.
Thanks, Michael.